Alright, hey, my name is Bill, and today I want to show you some easy marinades that we're going to do for some different food, and then we're going to grill it. This should be kind of fun. I'll have all the recipes for each step. Let's get started. First of all, I use bamboo, the wooden skewers, so I got a bunch of them in water in the sink here because you don't want to burn up on the food, and that's really pretty basic and easy. So the first thing I'm gonna do, this is like a salmon. It's kind of like a little Asian flavor. I just went and got some salmon, and I'll show you how we're gonna get that done. First, I need some soy sauce. I need about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I've got quite a bit here, so I might have to make a little more. I want about 2 tablespoons of honey. I use orange blossom honey. Really doesn't matter. I like to buy this. This is like a ginger paste. It's just minced ginger. It's easier doing yourself. And I want about a heaping tablespoon of that in here. Need a little black pepper. So because the honey needs to be mixed in to the soy sauce, we want to get that kind of done first. In fact, it's better if the soy sauce isn't ice cold out of the fridge. This probably takes about the longest to marinate. That's why I do this first. Okay, so I got this incorporated. So basically I need at least a 1/4 cup of olive oil. For flavor, I'm going to use a little sesame oil, about a tablespoon. Don't like these new shaker types. All right. Mix this up. So basically you're going to create this marinade, and then we're going to put it in the fridge. You're going to get it out every couple minutes and just kind of tilt the dish, spoon it up as needed, and make sure everything gets covered and gets to be in the marinade. That's why I use a loaf pan, because it's deep. And I just want to take a little bit of Italian parsley, throw it in here. Not a whole lot of mixing going on, so I'm going to add a little more. So I've got quite a bit of sand here. Okay. There. Beautiful. Alright, so I got this mixed up. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Got a cutting board here with the salmon on it. And all I want to do is I want to cut some strips about 1.25 inches. So when I look at this, I figure I'm going to cut this piece in about 1/3. You want this to cook easily, quickly. Just gonna throw that down the marinade. Piece here. Same thing. I want to do about 1/3 here. Like I said, it's kind of nice that the fish guy always skins this for me. I don't want to marinate this too long because I want to be able to taste the salmon. I don't want it to be all soy sauce. So we're going to refrigerate it because it is fish. We'll keep it in the refrigerator. We're going to do about 20 minutes covered in the refrigerator, and I'm going to get set up and we're going to do the next thing. So, like I said, skewers are looking great. They've been in the water. I've got my salmon in the fridge already marinated. So I'm going to do a veggie one. So for my veggies, I've got some different pretty colored peppers. I've got some red, yellow. I've got a bunch of Bermuda onion cut into some nice big pieces so they're easy to skewer. But they don't get marinated. We're just going to throw those on in the end. For the marinade, what I need to do is marinate some mushrooms. Get all the flavor out of the mushrooms because, you know, mushrooms are like sponges. So the first thing I want to do, get these mushrooms out. And if there's a little dirt on the mushrooms, it's really okay because guess what? It's going to fall off into the marinade. So just want to cut the ends of some of these stems off. I have to cut the whole thing off, just so when I skewer them, I got something to skewer through. Stems, now I got mushrooms. So let's set this aside. Make the marinade. Alright, so this is real easy. I'm going to start with, I need about a 1/4 cup red wine vinegar. I want some black pepper, brown vinegar, and my grinders need a little more. I've got a tablespoon of thyme and a tablespoon of crushed red pepper I'm going to throw in here. And I need 2 cloves of garlic minced. Just want to get this kind of mixed together. Now I need olive oil to kind of get everything covered up. So we're going to use probably almost 1/2 cup olive oil. It's not going to incorporate real well. Start throwing some mushrooms in here. Just kind of get them tossed around. Now with these, I don't have to refrigerate these. So basically all I'm going to do is every couple minutes, I'm going to kind of stir these around. We're going to let that vinegar and flavor absorb into the mushrooms themselves. It's going to kind of turn them a little bit color with the red wine vinegar. They're nice and coated. Really simple. Alright, we got one more thing to make, so let's get set up for it. I'll see you in 2 seconds. Alright, so here's the last thing we're going to do. At my fish market, I get these really jumbo shrimp, and I don't even have to skewer them so big. So what I like to do is I like to leave the shell on. It really actually helps with the marinade, believe it or not. And I'm going to just do a couple of them so you can see how it is. They're not really prevalent right now, so I couldn't afford to buy a whole lot of them. But basically what we're going to start with, I've got the juice of 1 lemon here. I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic that I chopped up. You don't have to be really careful about how you chop this because it's just used for marinating. You're not going to eat it. It's going to cook off from it. And I want like a really kind of big handful of my Italian parsley, because that's going to really add some flavor. Once again, a little bit of black pepper drained in here. And a little crushed red pepper, a tablespoon. And this is something, once again, I don't necessarily want to marinate for too long. So I'm going to throw these in here in a second. Alright, so I got this done, mixed together. I'm going to do my usual olive oil, which really helps to keep it from sticking, nothing else. And I just want to make sure kind of slurry, because this marinade I can actually add onto the shrimp for 2 reasons. One is it's going to add more flavor, so as I'm cooking I can toss it on. It's just garlic and parsley and lemon juice, crushed red pepper. And it's funny how the acid in the lemon really quickly wilts the Italian parsley, so that's good. So I do bury these 3 guys in here. That's it. So this is going to be, so the salmon's been in there for about 10 minutes. I want this to be about 10 minutes. My skewers are definitely done. Mushrooms are going to be done here in a couple minutes. So we're going to be back in a minute and we're going to put this all together. I'm going to show you how to skewer everything up. See you in a second. All right. I've got my baking sheet with some tin on it. I'm going to skewer everything on it. If they touch each other, it's not going to matter because I don't really care. So I got my skewers out, and when I did, I noticed that this one's a little flaky. The point's kind of gone. It's kind of frayed, so that's why I always do extra skewers. So I'm going to start with the veggies. I take a stack of onion because they kind of naturally fall apart in some kind of order. So you want like 3 or 4 pieces. Let's just stab it. Let's take a pepper here. I got a red. I got a yellow. Shove it down here. Can't put too much on because you still have to be able to pick these up. I'm going to grab a mushroom right through the center. A little more onion. Here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just playing with food here. Got another mushroom. All the flavor is going to come from these mushrooms, so we'll be having fun. Onion. Just a little bit. Figuring about 2 skewers for the half pound of mushrooms I have. I like to do a lot of onion because I would rather finish a little bit of onion to hold it together. Alright. So that's what you want. You can see that's a little bit of weight. It's going to flex on there. Stick that aside. I'm going to show you the trick to the shrimp. Oh no, remember we don't skewer the shrimp. They just go on the grill. So let me show you the salmon. You see skewers have a pointy end and a dull end. So what I do is I'm going to go through, we're going to kind of like S it. You know, through here, flip it around. It wasn't a very large piece, so it's kind of like a C. These are smaller pieces. Got a little through here, through here. And remember, I have 6 pieces, so that's 2 skewers also. So that's what that looks like. Once again, that's just about as much weight as that's going to handle. Alright, I'm going to finish up with my last couple skewers and we'll meet you out of the grill. Alright, so now we have our food here. We're ready to get grilling. I want to get these shrimp on the grill. I'm going to keep them over. I got a colder side of the grill, this side's hotter. So sometimes it's a little indirect heat on this. Take a spoon, drop right here. Some of these salmon skewers on there. If you overcook the salmon, you're going to just going to flake apart and stick to the burner. Last but not least, I don't lose everything out here. It's a little greasy today. Just going to get my mushrooms out here. Totally destroy the veggies. We're just going to get some kind of burn marks in those. So basically, grill real hot here in the center. Make sure they're not burning, falling apart, or doing anything. They're just going to sit. Yeah, shrimp are looking good. Salmon's definitely a little trickier. I don't want to move it around too much, so I'm going to get some heat under there. So voila. Close this up. Get some of this stuff steamed a little bit. Just want to watch my heat. So the thing about grilling is you gotta know, I like to have a larger grill because I like variance in where my heat is. I want some parts to be hot, some parts to be medium high, and some parts to be cooler. It's a little breezy out here today. So the salmon I want to kind of leave there, not move it very much. We're going to kind of roll it when it gets there. It's determined. It's okay. The other thing is, I like to keep my really cool emergency spatula that's extra long, so if something's sticking, I kind of get it underneath and pry it up. I don't usually have that problem. I try and keep my grill pretty clean, and that's why I like to run it on high about 20 minutes before I cook. Then you got to make sure you turn it down and cool down a little bit. And if the racks are looking really hot and dry, you can always take a little piece of a cotton rag with some olive oil or any other kind of oil and kind of run up and down on there. Canola is probably better. And that will kind of rehydrate. You know, pay attention, my thermometer is really not that hot. It's broken. I'm buying a new one until I get a new room. You can definitely smell it. You need to scent these videos. Salmon are over here, they're just hanging out. Looking good. These I wanted to get a little cooking on, but I want it indirect now. That's why I've got it turned down pretty low. Just gonna roll the veggies. Already got color on one side here. So determined to run away, I'm going to swap it with my clean one. So the mushrooms are actually looking good. Already seeing some wilting in the mushrooms. Like I said, I want some of the veggies to have a little bit of crunch to them. So it's going to stay there. Now for the real trick, see if I can do it the other way so you can see it better. Just want to get the salmon on edge. Just kind of roll it. Those look beautiful. You can see the nice char marks on that salmon. Salmon's definitely no longer red about halfway through, so I know I'm about halfway done. Veggies are looking good. I'm just going to go with it here. My shrimp, they're still a little pink. My shrimp, I'm going to add a little more of this mixture. Burn yourself. Got turned down far enough. I really don't expect it to flame up. I'm just dig in there and get some nice garlic, Italian parsley. And the lemon juice is great. I mean, you could put this on the salmon now that it's cooking. You can put it on the veggies, do anything you want. That's all that stuff cooking now. This stuff is just great. Decoration. Get a little bit of that liquid. Shrimp are getting there, they're about done. Salmon is looking beautiful. It's got some nice skewer marks in it. Just add a little bit of juice to my veggies. We're going to close it down. I'll give it a few minutes. I like grilling when it's a little later out, so the sun's not directly on me like this. But the end result is worth it. You see, we put this, get this all inside, it'll be just beautiful. So I'm going to include a little sauce that I make at the end of the video that I like on my salmon, because you know you can put salmon on, you can put it on rice, you can put it on pasta, anything you want. And all I do is I take some Dijon mustard, sour cream, lemon juice, and some dill, mix it together, and just put it on top, and it really adds some flavor. It adds kind of sauce to it. Really goes well with the marinade that we do on the salmon. Veggies are really good right now. salmon are definitely perfect. The shell's real pink. Get that inside, get them peeled. Meantime, I just want to flip them one more time just to check out. I want to roll my edges. I think get loose on the skewers, you can tell that they're cooking. You can tell when the mushrooms are cooked because they're definitely going to shrivel up a little bit. So we're going to cook that moisture out of them, just like if you were cooking them in a pan. And that's how you know when they're done. I don't like my mushrooms real raw and kind of woody. That's the only thing I really like cooked. And I just really am trying to flavor the peppers and onions with the grill. And of course, everything that's on the grill, when the lid's closed, is kind of mixing those flavors together, so everything is going to have some of the flavors of other things in there. That's why I like this, and I always like to keep a little of this extra marinade. Try to put the shrimp on. I'm not sure if I was going to be able to get this done today because we actually had a hurricane warning this morning. You can see it's just cloudy. It's nice. And no one's mowing their yard. And the old expression where there's smoke their fire doesn't necessarily mean anything. You're always going to get some smoke on the grill. When the flames are shooting out of the lid, you know you're in trouble. Just fine. Always makes me smell like the grill after I'm done. I wash more clothes when I cook. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put that sauce recipe. I think tonight, looking in the fridge this morning, I think tonight I'm actually going to serve the salmon on some pasta linguine actually that I have left over. Yeah, everything's good for you. Just remember, you can't really kill the mushrooms. Salmon's the only thing you don't want to overcook. I don't like when salmon is really, really dry. Get a little activity in here, the heat's coming up. Mushrooms are starting to give off their juices, so it's causing a little bit of bleeding. They're still all good. I'm going to say that pretty darn close to getting this all together. There. This guy just doesn't want to play nice with the others. So my veggies all have a nice char marks on them from the grill. So I think get these off. You can see, even though there's been flames, the bamboo skewers still look pretty good. And now, the moment of truth, I'm going to check on the salmon. Salmon's perfect. All right. Shut down that burner over here. I want to burn my fingers out. Get that salmon on.
This really does. So I'm going to turn off my grill and let's go back inside and see it.